Hi, I'm Khalib Thompson, and welcome to the Caribbean Diaspora Weekly, a place for news, features, and opinions affecting the Jamaican and Caribbean diasporas at large. First, in this week's News Roundup,
Washington, D.C. celebrates Marcus Garvey's legacy. Guyana on the verge of being blacklisted. And Grace Kennedy makes major acquisition.
in the expose, 4 Caribbean entertainers on the hijacking and adulteration of our music.
You got to be a mover and a shaker in this game because we are the underdogs no matter what.
We have other influence, not just on the Caribbean, but on a global scale.
And in the diaspora perspective, an opinion piece on the bad mind syndrome, commonly known as crabs in a barrel. Yes, there are prevailing conditions that steer some opportunities in our community at large, including color and class privilege. But why do we often resign ourselves to not being able to do something because we aren't rich enough or light enough or our ear not tall enough? Let's get started with the weekly news roundup.
Hi, I'm Karma Hill, and welcome to the weekly news roundup from Jamaicans.com and Caribcast.tv, covering July 25 to July 31, 2014. Off the top in Diaspora News. From D.C., the Jamaican Embassy in Washington, D.C. marked the 100th anniversary of the creation of the Universal Negro Improvement Association African Communities League, which was formed by Marcus Garvey, a national Jamaican hero. Jamaica's ambassador to the United States, Stephen Vassiani, noted Garvey's status throughout the world and the special combination of vision and commitment he contributed to the cause during his lifetime. From Guyana, the government of Guyana has failed to enact legislation concerning international money laundering, which could result in the nation being placed on a blacklist, according to reports from the Financial Action Task Force, an international financial crime overseer. The situation in Guyana is being reviewed to determine whether the blacklisting will go forward. Organization crime in Guyana is increasing, and the country has already been blacklisted by the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force. Severe sanctions will be imposed if the government does not take appropriate action. From New York, VP Records and Grace Foods partnered to stage the annual Jerk Festival for food lovers from all around the United States. Over 15,000 patrons attended the event on July 20 and were happy to wait in long lines to savor jerk pork, chicken, fish, and lobster. The event also celebrated the 35th anniversary of VP Records in New York. From the UK, IC3TV.com is the first online video portal that is dedicated to Black community in the United Kingdom. The portal was introduced in May of 2014 and has already received over 200,000 views in a single month. The website targets tech-savvy Black people of all ages with the UK's homegrown drama, street poetry, documentaries, and comedy. In Caribbean news, Hugo Carvajal, former Venezuelan general, has been detained in Aruba in connection with United States drug charges. He will be released and sent home, according to authorities in Aruba, who argued that Carvajal did not have immunity from arrest as he had not yet been accredited by the Netherlands as Venezuelan consul, although he was carrying a diplomatic passport. Japan will provide $15 million to help CARICOM nations address the effects of climate change. Guyana, Grenada, Jamaica, Suriname, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Dominica, and Belize will receive funding through the project Japan-Caribbean Climate Change Partnership to develop the capacity to cope with the effects of climate change. In Jamaican news, a group of women in Manchester, known as the Network of Women for Food Security, intends to develop the island's emerging bamboo industry to help alleviate the poverty in which women and rural families currently live. They are promoting a project to create bamboo charcoals for use by locals and for possible export. The group began operations in 2012 and has conducted considerable research about using the Vortex rocket retort bamboo charcoal kiln system, which can produce some 96,390 kilograms of charcoal every year. The Jamaican Senate gave its approval to 2 tax bills that have caused some controversy among lawmakers. Under the new bills, application to the court must be made before a lien can be imposed on property held by delinquent taxpayers. The absence of the court requirement was cited in questions concerning the constitutionality of the bills as they were debated and passed in the House of Representatives. In entertainment, a documentary film which was released by Vice News follows the lives of LGBT youth living in a Kingston sewer and constantly fearing attack on their lives. The film, entitled Young and Gay, Jamaica's Gully Queens, is the latest in a line of films released in 2014 that highlight the reality of youth living in the gully in Jamaica's capital city. And in sports, Jamaicans made a great showing at the 2014 Commonwealth Games as they won a historic women's 400-meter medal sweep. Kimberly Williams and Andrew Riley added to Jamaica's tally with their 3rd, 4th, and 5th gold medals. The total medals for Jamaica was 12, 5 gold, 3 silver, and 4 bronze. In business, Grace Kennedy, continuing its strategy of becoming an international consumer group and increasing its exports, has made an agreement to buy the business and assets of La Fe Foods, Inc., including its brand. This is a major Hispanic brand in frozen foods in the northeastern part of the United States. The agreement was made via Grace Kennedy's wholly owned subsidiary, Grace Kennedy Foods USA, Inc.
Trending this week, Usain Bolt poking fun at a BBC reporter racked up over 5,000 shares in its first 2 days on social media.
Great scenes, great victory for Jamaica. They love being dominant in the sprints. And nobody's even mentioned the Bolt or Blake words. Oops, just done it. Who needs them to have a good party around here?
And I want to say something. I heard somebody said they enjoyed the games without Blake and me. Yeah, you, talking to you. I'm a fun person. I love to have fun. Look at me.
He's talking to you. I think I've been rumbled. If he's allowed a right to reply, I said it's okay without him. And now he's here, it's better.
When we come back, thoughts from 4 internationally acclaimed Caribbean entertainers on the pros and cons of our music's evolution.